I loved growing up in a rural area. There's a lot of good families that we're all really close. We grew up together. We're all still really good friends, which is really good. They've all been so supportive and yeah, it's been fantastic. My name is Sophie Howard and I'm the 2013 Wool4School winner. I grew up on a property just out of Orange. Our neighbours had lots of sheep and we used to go up there on the weekends and I got to watch all the shearers at work. And lots of my friends from school, they all have sheep farms. Well, I love going to school here. I really love the community of the school. Like, everyone's so supportive of everything.
My name's Megan Coons and I teach textiles and design at Wool4School in Orange. We found out about the Wool4School's competition by one of my students actually. She came to me one day and she had this ripped out page from the Girlfriend magazine and she said, "Can we please enter this competition? It looks amazing." And I said to her, "Well, of course we can, but it means that we're going to have to do a bit of extra work." Last year with Sophie's class, we actually programmed it in as a unit into the full year of textiles, so that worked really well for us. Implementing the lesson plans into the unit of work was amazingly easy actually. We didn't follow them step by step and we didn't follow them letter for letter, but that was the beauty of them. You could adjust them to be what you needed them to be so that you were covering all of the curriculum standards. Obviously classes are organic, so some of the girls had different questions and you could adapt your classes to suit. So I found it really awesome because it was an easy way for us to just have a flow and have a plan. And the resources that we got from you, incredible. So yeah, it was really, really great. And the girls loved it, absolutely loved doing it. So that was good. So Sophie was one of those dream students who, it was great. She went home every night, she did her homework. She decided on her theme and on what her design was going to be quite early on.
I first picked Kate because I really liked her style and I liked what she wore and I thought I could design something that would suit her. I picked the theme of Will and Kate because you always, when you see them together, they always look happy and they always look in love. So that was one of the main reasons I picked that. And then my occasion of their 2-year wedding anniversary was the kind of occasion I wanted to design the dress for. And then yeah, I just started sketching with just ideas with short dresses, long dresses, and it just went from there. We used to see all the bales of wool, but I never really thought about it as a fabric until we started doing the Wool4School.
She was very dedicated to the process and was often seen sketching at rowing tournaments in Canberra and things like that. So a lot of her friends laughed at her, but her dedication actually paid off, which is a testament to her and her work ethic. In terms of where she started with her design, it was very, very different from where she ended up. But I think that's a great thing about design. It is a natural progression and you eliminate weaknesses and work on the strengths. And that's how she ended up with the design that she had.
The end design I thought suited the most to the occasion. Some of them were short dresses and I didn't think they were formal enough, or others didn't fit to the theme as well as what this one did, so that's how I decided to pick this one.
When I first saw Sophie's design, I was really blown away. It had this lovely rhythm from her first 3 initial designs to a final design, so it had a lovely continuity to it. I thought it was fantastic. I think the most important thing in being involved in the process of bringing it to life was really understanding and changing perhaps the construction and some of the design lines. And so it was just about cutting the gown on the bias as opposed to a straight cut, putting seams, moving little things around and just making it look commercial and incredibly beautiful and not overdoing it. She'd thought through wool and thought of all these different aspects of how to use wool, which was, I thought, world-class, really.
We started the photo shoot and I got my hair and makeup done, which was very nice. Felt like a princess. It was really amazing seeing my dress. Jonathan did such an amazing job on it, and when I saw Grace walk out in it, I didn't even know what to think. I was just so shocked and amazed and nervous and everything at the same time, and Mum started crying. I never expected it to look that good.
The wonderful thing that I think about being involved in the competition for me is to be able to educate a student and to think about how to design something on paper, fabricate it, think about how it's going to actually translate into real life. And often that involves adaptation, and adaptation is a very important part of anything that we do. It educates young designers to understand natural fibres. And let's face it, wool, you know, it's a premium natural fibre with what it does, simply because it has far more qualities than any other fibre.
I was actually walking down the street and I bumped into one of my friends, and she just bought the magazine. She held it up in front of me and said, Sophie, you've been published and you're in it. So that was the first time I saw it, when she held it up in front of my face, and then I immediately went and bought it and took it home and showed Mum and Dad and everyone. But it was so weird seeing, like, I flipped through that magazine hundreds of times and you never really expect to see your face there, and it was really weird but exciting seeing it in there. It's definitely inspired me to do it for Year 11 and 12, and I'll just see where it goes from there. I haven't really decided what I want to do as a career yet, but having won this prize, it's definitely pushed me more into that area.